And I feel like it's really effective in the fact that I have started asking the students that I'm working with how they were in high school, how they learned about Lewisburg College since we're a smaller institution than UNC Wilmington, and with transferring, where they are looking to take their careers and how they see women's basketball influencing that. So I really find the theories extremely exciting in that respect. I also completely related to your frustrations. I definitely hope that the discussion that we had on Monday during class helped. I know it helped me. Last night during my tutoring session, actually, I did one of the tips, and that one of the students said, "Hey, I don't have anything to do. Finished, done." Okay, do you have any, future items you have to do? There was a paper, there were questions. It was awesome. So I was really happy that they worked. I was also really just encouraged by the fact that we're all learning, and kind of forming our mentoring styles together and getting feedback and kind of getting to hear how it is for all of us. So I'm really finding that really insightful. I also really appreciated the fact that you listed the weakness for chicory searing as not being able to apply it universally. I spoke about that in my initial post, of not being able to apply it to everyone. I feel like we're such a thankfully diverse nation. I mean, just so many different beliefs, different cultures, different backgrounds. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that and create something that you could really, get across the board? I mean, we have such knowledge in between all of our students and us. Why not weave that together? So I'm hoping that's something that is addressed, instead of really having that one single group that we keep on studying, that it gets broadened out a bit. One of the Blackboard articles did discuss that a little bit, but I just hope it's something we either go into throughout the class or during the degree here at UNC Wilmington, or maybe as upcoming administrators that we look to in the future for ourselves. So I found that extremely interesting. And Bingham, I really loved your different points in the text. I feel like you really picked out the most important pieces and really wove them together really well. The Perry theory on chapter 5, especially when you mentioned learning in clubs and organizations, is aligned with the classroom learning. I definitely can see that working with the students. Just the atmosphere is the same as the classroom. You're learning together and weaving in with other students, and what they're working with. It's just very similar, and you can see that development. It may be a different type of development, even though they're still working with academics. It may be social development, emotional development, but you still see the development. So I still think it's a very important atmosphere that we still need to look into. I also really enjoy the fact that you mentioned that not only students learn differently, but the administrators work and give out information differently. So not only do we mentor these students, all types of students, from different backgrounds, but they are interacting with other mentors, other administrators who have different teaching styles as well, and um, different departments, obviously different things that they're helping them with, and different ways to get that message across. So it's really interesting to see how those work together, how we are able to help get the most information to the students as quickly as possible, but also consistently around the board, while still helping them develop as a team. I also enjoy the fact that you mentioned, like the other Hannah, um, about it failing to really capture people as individuals, of not everyone being able to fit into the mold that the theory kind of creates. So I really did appreciate, realizing that it's an individual and looking at the student holistically rather than just an athlete or just a female or just anything really. So I really appreciated that. Tina, I really loved your insightful video. I thought you had a really great idea of comparing Perry's and Chicory's theory. Excuse me. Um, just in the fact versus stages for Chicory and positions for Perry. I feel like that was so insightful. Just the fact that it's easier to view with a position. I love the fact that you went into the idea with the professional. I wonder if there's research on that, or if you could look into. I mean, it was really interesting to hear your idea on that. discovering that, because it's true. Just entering into a new field, you would obviously have to start over with dualism, just not wanting to do their own thing, just trying to figure out what's going on. So I felt like that was incredibly insightful, and I can definitely feel for that myself, just entering into Lewisburg College, not only as a student, but as an employee, as an intern and then as a boy. So it was kind of like both times. Just kind of growing up, and with the professional, I do wonder just how it grows if the dualism is ever something that's ever removed. Just not only within going from job to job, but growing within a company itself. So I definitely think that's something that we should look into in the future. But I thought you all had amazing insight, and really enjoyed hearing what you had to say, and can't wait to hear more from you. Thanks.